One, two.
Hello out there in YouTube land, Rival here. Thanks for stopping by. Just got one thing on the turntable for you today, and that is what you see here, the Kershaw Ruby Limited Edition 40th Anniversary Knife. I wanted to get this out a little bit sooner, but I've been pretty busy and got a little bit behind over the holiday here, so hopefully I'll be catching up with a couple of videos in quick succession here, because I got 4 projects I just finished up today alone, so that's a good feeling. But anyways, let's talk about this bad boy. So if you have not seen some videos on this already, I know Stick to Drum makes a really nice video and shows a good presentation of this, so I'll do the best I can. But you can see the new box for the Ruby. Now this box is only available in the United States. Our friends internationally, you guys just get a standard Kershaw box. Kind of a bummer, because this is pretty sweet. But still, you get the knife, so can't complain too much. As far as we know, there's only 200 of these in the United States, and we don't know what the allotment was for the international market. But at any rate, there's not a whole lot of these out there. And let's open it up. So when you get past the magnetic closure on the box, you are confronted with a beautiful certificate of authenticity. So we've got a serial number. I'm looking at number 37, pretty low number. You've got the date of manufacturer. You got a Kershaw seal. You've got a nice little Ruby graphic on there. It's got some pretty sweet backgrounds on there too. But then it's signed by Thomas Welk and Jack Igarashi. I'm not 100% I pronounced that right, but at any rate. So why such a big deal? What's going on with this knife? What makes it different? Well, some people are going to say it's ugly. It's got a lot of billboarding on it, but keep in mind throughout the rest of this review that it is celebrating their 40th anniversary. They want to spice it up a little bit. They recognize this isn't going to go in everybody's pocket. There's not enough of them for them to do that. They want to show off. They want to put things together that you don't get to see very often. One of those things being that solid ZDP 189 blade, which is actually heat treated at the Kershaw facility. Why is that a big deal? Because nobody in America is allowed to do it. Hitachi, I believe, owns the patent on that steel, and it very often is, I shouldn't say very often, it is always heat treated either in their facilities or by someone that they oversee. Even to the best of my knowledge in doing some research, Warren Thomas, who does from time to time get to use some ZDP 189, gets it post heat treat. I believe he's got like ZDP 189 core Damascus. So again, Kershaw's the only one that's getting that ZDP 189 solid, heat treating it themselves, and it's because they are affiliated with Kai, which is a Japanese corporation. So it's a pretty sweet thing we get to play with here. You don't see a lot of these anymore. There is some Spydercos that have it, but they're Chinese produced usually, or Japanese produced. So here you go. You take away the cutaway underneath that certificate, literature, and there is the knife. It's at a slant in the box, which is pretty cool for presentation. And again, you see 40 years, Kershaw, 1974-2014. It's got a really beautiful DLC coating, and then they satin sanded the flats on the handle to give you that really beautiful contrast. We'll take this knife out. Be very gentle here, guys. Sorry, hold on. And here's what we got. So this is the Kershaw Ruby, celebrating their 40th anniversary. Pretty freaking sweet. So it's a solid titanium frame. True to Kershaw form, it's very slim. It's not a beefy zero tolerance. Hold on one second. Even one of the most slender ZTs out there right now, which is the 0562. It's about the same, I guess, when you look at it. That's pretty close. Okay, cool. That's slim for a ZT. Normally you'll see them nice and chunky like that. So, but true form to Kershaw, it's a nice slim carry. It's got a beautiful sculpted clip, and it carries over that satin flat on the clip. And then I'm sure you already see poking out the reason they call it the Ruby. You've got these ruby red standoffs. So the 1, 2, 3, 4 standoffs along the spine represent each decade that they've been in business. And then you've got this large spacer, which is also beautifully anodized. Now I'm assuming it's aluminum and anodized as such because, well, quite frankly, you can't anodize titanium red. It's just not in the spectrum. So to my knowledge, aluminum is one of the few metals you can do that with. So it's got this beautiful custom looking pivot, which also has the flat sanded on top to give it some nice coloring. Carries over to the back side. Now that back side is solid black. If you guys saw some SHOT Show videos of this knife, I believe the backside was also satin sanded. I personally like the black. I really like that blackout look. Pretty freaking sweet. Now you've got those blade graphics that really carry into the handle graphics. Now some people are going to complain again about what they call billboarding or excessive logos and things like that. But again, it's a 40th anniversary knife, you guys. They're wanting to celebrate something for their company, and it's really geared towards core collectors and people who appreciate those types of things. Let's see. I don't know what else there is to talk about. I mean, that ZDP 189 blade makes for a really good slicer. It's really high, full flat ground up to the upper swedge, and it's got a flat ground swedge up on top. It gives you a really nice, thin, whoop, sorry guys, cutting edge. There you go. So, for those of you that use knives like this, it's going to make an optimal slicer and cutter. Really lightweight. I'm not going to bust out my scale because it's not that big a deal, but it is pretty lightweight, well under the 5 ounces that most people target as ideal EDC weight. Really, I just wanted to give you guys a good look at this knife, knowing that there's not a lot out there, knowing that not a lot of people are going to be getting their hands on it. I was lucky enough to be able to get my hands on one. Now, more likely than not, I'm going to put this up for sale again in the near future because I really got this to be able to do some reviews and take some photographs and show you guys. I was afforded the opportunity because of the customers out there who support me and my business and what I'm doing, who enjoy watching the videos and commenting on my videos. I appreciate that greatly. So I want to be able to show you guys some really cool stuff whenever I get the opportunity to do so. Great flipping action on this. This has got the KVT ball bearings. So whether you want to light switch it, or whether you want to build up some pressure and give it a little push, it is a great flipping knife. Yeah, I really want to keep this bad boy, but if I keep it, I carry it. So I don't know. It's so beautiful. I'm torn, very much torn. But that is that. That is the Kershaw Ruby 40th Anniversary Edition knife. You guys keep watching because I've got a couple of things. I've got a pair of these bad boys that I'm going to be showing off pretty soon. I just finished up this pretty sweet little thing. And we'll just keep teasing you with whatever I can tease you with. That's about all I can tease you with at this point. I got some really cool stuff in the works, though, you guys. If you're not on my Instagram, check me out at Rival Knives, at Rival Knives, all one word. Like and subscribe below. Stop by again soon. Peace.